Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Rodgers going to come out throwing. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now Hill to return it. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Hill going to go in motion right. On the ground, it's a rookie from Tennessee. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Second and 7. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7.
44, ready. Let's go.
In motion goes the tight end. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Thompson looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
He gets that to the longtime Charger. It's Mike Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Finding Williams once more, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
21G. Watson, Oscar.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. The Dolphins at 5-7 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
32 Stinger. Connor, long. Turbo 1, high.
Tua going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Jets defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready, set. TX. Ready, set.
Now Tua. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
In motion, Hill.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Right.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Waddle's first catch, good for a 1st down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Tua sets up to pass it.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Ready.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So a frustrating result. It's a 10-play drive, but it yields nothing on the scoreboard.
And to get off the field there without giving up points, that's a big win defensively.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On play action, it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This pass out wide to Hall. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now, hang on. We've got an injured player down there. And, oh, my. Oh, that's Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Ready.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Kendall Fuller, boy, no problems for him on that play defensively. Really nice tackle for loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Taylor. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. They'll run with Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Wright's got it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Here's Tua. And right with it here over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to pass. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Go ahead. Whoa. Ready, shot.
They'll set up a throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
At the 41-yard line.
Get it.
After the interception, here's Taylor. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Second down and 8.
Ready.
Here's Taylor. He finds Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Taylor. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now stands at 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Ready.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Wright. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd down and 3.
Get safe. Go ahead. Let's go. Get on.
From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the gun, it's Tua. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
20 TX. $21G. Out.
On play action, here's Tua. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
All right, come on. East right, snug.
Waddle, the motion man right.
Ready, set.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And they can't bring him down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Wright with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Finding Williams once more, complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Here's third and a few inches. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And some room to work across midfield. Breece Hall. Hall has it knocked loose. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Boy, CD, what a way to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions. They got the big play. Then they cough it up. It seems to be disastrous. But his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Tua going to give this to Wright. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Tua going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Jets are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Here's Hall again. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
First down, Jets.
Paul on a give up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Throwing is Rodgers. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. Here's second down.
Ready.
Throwing Tua.
Complete to Wright. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Tua.
Over the middle, complete. That's right. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Time on three, tip. 20, TX.
Here's Tua.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing the out route and complete. That's right.
And that not at all what they were hoping for. He does stop the clock, but it eats up precious time and winds up losing yardage. Now Tua.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Tagovailoa. And that is caught downfield by Beckham.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there
bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that. And we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Sanders now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So with a second to play, they essentially need a recovery and a run back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Jets, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm that's the face card on my wrist. She 808. 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 Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She 808. She 808. She 808. She 808. She 808. She 808. She 808.